Welcome to your reading. I hope that this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. Taurus, sorry. Thank you for all the likes, comments, subscribes, and donations to my channel. They truly mean the world to me. If you would like a private reading, more information about that will be in my About tab on my page. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, the description will be in the link will be in the description below. Today we're going to be doing an overall general energy reading for you, Taurus. We're going to be getting a overall energy from your spirit animal, the animal that is with you right now, and patience, of course. And then we're going to be checking on the energies that spirit wants you to be aware of, and then we'll get into the tarot. So let's see what spirit has for you. For my Taurus placements. Thank you, Spirit, for any and all messages channeled. Interesting. We have Intuitive on the bottom, and we also have Keeper of Secrets. So Taurus, the overall energy surrounding you is kind of this energy of knowing. I'm seeing this two ways, actually. This could be you having a feeling that there are people around you that could be keeping secrets, or you recently have found out through your intuition that there have been, or this could be you kind of intuitively knowing that there's certain things you need to start keeping to yourself, or certain energies that it's like you don't need to tell everybody everything. There's specific people that can know certain things about you, and the rest just kind of you move accordingly. But with Keeper of Secrets, it says, take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So you could be needing to kind of take more time for yourself, Taurus, to kind of reconnect and ground your energy. I just feel like you're kind of moving on a more low-key vibe these days, or you're trying to, or you feel like you might need to. Intuitive says, listen to the song in your soul. Trust your intuition as you have a way of knowing. Emerge from the busy life and seek more solitude. Recognize that you are unique and that you are loved. So Spirit's definitely urging you, or you have been in the energy of more solitude, just kind of going at your own pace, going at your own speed. Not really letting other people and how they want you to be or how they want you to live kind of influence you. We have Funnel on the split, period of frustration, lessons to be learned, and firecracker, excitement. So, Taurus. Definitely, through solitude, being in the energy of solitude can become frustrating sometimes, right? When you feel like nobody really understands you, or you just feel like you need to kind of pull your energy away from certain situations, it can be frustrating because lessons are learned through it, right? About yourself and about the people that surround you. But with excitement on the split as well, it tells me that something's about to happen. This looks like the Tower card. It really does. So I feel like something unexpected is going to happen. But Spirit, what do you want Taurus to be aware of? We have Cracked Cup, dissatisfaction with life. What's that about, Taurus? We also have Apple, temptation will test you. One more. And we have Bell, announcement. Yeah, I feel like that has to do with the surprise, the excitement. I feel like you're going to find something out. Maybe something that someone has been keeping from you. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It might just surprise you. With temptation will test you, it could be something that you've let go of, that, you let go of it for a reason. You are kind of in this energy of solitude for a reason, but I feel like something that you once used to be a part of, or someone you once used to engage with that you no longer do, might try to test you. But I just feel like you're in this adjustment period right now, Taurus, of regaining or pulling back in your energy for you. Because I feel like in the past there were certain situations that maybe you didn't trust the people around you. Maybe you felt like their energy was untrustworthy, and that's where that dissatisfaction is stemming from. But I feel like you're also trusting your intuition and your spirit, and you're moving forward in the ways that you feel called to. Ace, Ace of Pentacles and the Magician in reverse on the split. You could have dealt with somebody that was potentially manipulating a certain situation in your past, manipulating you or just the circumstances of the situation. Somebody that was kind of portraying themselves to almost like they have it all figured out, or this could be your energy as well. Maybe you were trying to like convince yourself that you had everything under control, but maybe there was an aspect or a part of you that really did not. But at the same time, I just feel like this is someone else's energy because we have Keeper of Secrets, and temptation will test you. What else? Oh, never mind. All right. Spirit, what do you have for Taurus? The Eight of Swords. You definitely could feel a bit isolated, you know? You could feel like there's a certain situation or a certain person that kind of makes you feel stuck or trapped, like you're in a certain you're in an environment where you can't kind of be yourself because you're surrounded by people that are potentially untrustworthy. But for other Tauruses out there, this is just you kind of being in your head a bit too much, you know? Maybe you're having high anxiety lately, or feeling as though nobody really does understand you, like you can't communicate with people in the ways that you desire. What else do you have? I was at the Fool, and you're leaving that energy behind. I feel like some Tauruses, for a time period, you were in this energy of like feeling stuck or stagnant. But with the Fool to be in the center of your reading, it tells me that this is potentially where this solitude is stemming from, right? Maybe in the past there were people around you that were just not adding to your life in a very positive or helpful way, to your soul, to your being, to your spirit. And I feel like that's why you kind of had to move away out of that energy. You had to move away from them because they were not making you feel like, you know, you could be yourself potentially, or that they had your back or your best interest at heart. So with the Fool to be here, that's beautiful. New beginning. Also just like kind of trusting the way in which your life is flowing, not really trying to control the narrative, which is why I feel like that Magician in reverse was someone else's energy. One more. And I feel like you're also being really, really real with yourself and people around you. The Fool speaks to someone who kind of speaks their mind because they have nothing left to lose, you know? Last card is Judgment. Oh, Taurus. You're heavily protected. And you're on a new journey. You're leaving something behind that was really, like, almost paralyzing to you. And the Eight of Wands on the bottom, heading in a whole new direction. Finally feeling like you can speak your truth, or that the truth you speak it won't try to be manipulated or what is the opposite of validated? Like your truth won't try to be, there's a perfect word for it. I can't think of it. Something. Yes, disregarded. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You're starting to feel like you're in a place, or that you're coming into a place or time period on this new journey with either you, yourself, and you, or just you're finding new people that kind of respect you or appreciate you and the energy you bring to the table. That could be where this excitement is stemming from that we saw in the tea leaves. The fact that you're finally out of something, or that you're moving away from something, you know. For a long time, I see where this dissatisfaction was stemming from, right? You were just surrounded by a negative environment or negative people. But I feel like now you're taking time out from the world, right? What this card says. And you're being the observer in a sense. Because you're just trusting the way in which you're being called to move. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see other secrets and keep them sacred. And I feel like that's another part of why this past was so disappointing for you, Taurus, because you were doing for others that they would not do for you. You know, you were being authentic, real, and keeping and just respecting their boundaries, and yours were just kind of like disregarded, you know. Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You're moving into a much better place, a much more fulfilling place, right? Even if you're not there yet. The Fool is someone at the start of their journey. And for that to be in the center of your reading, it tells me that you're on the path, you're on the journey, you know? And we're supposed to enjoy the journey. At least you're away from that other crappy situation. And with Judgment here, this was, I swear we saw something that talked about tough lessons learned. Oh yeah, on the split of the tea leaves. That past experience really was, it was a necessity, right? That was not for you. They did not treat you right. They didn't respect you. They didn't value you, your opinion, your words, or they just wanted to control you, right? They wanted to make you feel like you were less than in some way, shape, or form. So Spirit needed you out of that situation. So as messed up as it might have been for a time period, you're definitely in a new environment, or you're experiencing a refreshed energy, right? And I feel like it's because you took time out for yourself. But clarify the Eight of Swords. Damn. Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Painful lessons learned. A lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, but also the 10 speaks to being done with something. Growing pains is a great way to explain that energy, actually. Or to explain the progression of this. But with the Knight of Cups in reverse, it's like you were in an environment where the love was already lost. And it's not that you didn't love that person, it's that you were not being treated right. You can't show up to a job every day and they treat you like crap, and you just, like, maybe you went into the job loving it, but if you get treated like crap every day, you're gonna stop loving that job and you're gonna wanna leave. I just feel like you learned enough lessons with the Ten of Swords being here to where it's like you actually found the courage or the strength to leave. And with the Knight of Cups in reverse, there was no looking back because the love was lost, you know? Whatever you were doing or whatever you were in, Taurus, it had you in your head a lot. I feel like it broke your heart to some degree, because the Knight of Cups is somebody that is just, in whatever situation they're in or whoever there's no offer of love. There's no genuineness. With the Fool, we have the Eight of Pentacles. I'll get you one more. I was like three. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, I mean, bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. You're taking action, you know. I feel like in the past you were not taking enough action, to be real with you. I also feel like to some degree this Knight of Cups could be the same thing that was keeping you stuck. This could be the temptation that Spirit wants to warn you about if you are still dealing with their energy in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like temptation is testing you because this person hasn't changed. They haven't grown. They haven't evolved. The love that they're offering you isn't genuine, same as it's been. This is a very stagnant situation. And somebody's trying to keep you stuck or trapped, or you might even be keeping yourself stuck or trapped because you've been a part of it for so long. But you are definitely, with the Ten of Swords here, this speaks to enlightenment. The Ten of Swords, as painful as that card is, it also speaks to enlightenment. It's like, okay, I've finally, I've touched the oven enough times to know I should stop touching the oven, you know? It speaks to just knowing, right? And that's what your overall energy is. And now with the Fool, Eight of Pentacles, and Temperance in reverse, I feel like you're in full awareness of what the past did to you and how it kind of threw you out of balance, or maybe maybe you were in your head a lot in the past, and so I feel like you're trying to regain some type of confidence or some. I feel like you were lacking the carefree energy in the past, and you're moving into a time period of getting back in touch with that. And I feel like you're doing a lot of work. You potentially could have gotten a new job. Potentially could have just been started doing something that you're passionate about. And you're staying busy on it. But I'm more so seeing this being you working on your soul or your spirituality in some way, shape, or form, because Temperance is in reverse and it's the Eight of Pentacles. Temperance is like, you know, it is balancing the masculine and feminine and coming back into a place of balance within yourself, within your being, but also having help from beyond, right? Your spirit team. And so I just feel like you're definitely being guided with judgment here as well, but I just feel like you're consciously working on yourself, and that's also what's helping you step into this new beginning with more fearlessness than the past. The past has a lot of fear in it. Three of Pentacles in reverse on the bottom. Under that, Three of Wands in the upright. Yeah, you lost something or you stopped messing with something, but now you see that something else is here, or the potential for something else. You've made room for new, you know? And I feel like you're just doing your work. Clarify judgment. We got the Four of Cups and the Strength in reverse. That's an interesting energy. And this Devil on the bottom. There's the Temptation. The Tower under that. The Moon under that. You're not going to see this temptation coming. The Sun under that. A lot of major arcana. What the heck? And the Magician in reverse. I'm telling you, it's someone else's energy. Three of Cups in reverse. Someone from your past. You already disconnected from this person. Sun and the Moon and the Tower and the Devil. I feel like Spirit's going to test you. Temptation will test you, but Spirit is testing you with the temptation, right? Because you've been working on yourself, making these big steps in progression, right? In regards to your own being, your healing process. I feel like before you kind of step into what Spirit has planned for you, or this next this new next love, this next job, this next whatever it is that Spirit has for you or has waiting for you, right? Spirit's going to test your strength. Spirit's going to see if you are if you have really learned the lesson, because I feel like, I don't know, even just from my own experience, it's like I'll tell myself I learned something, or that like I'm done with something, and like I'll do good for a time period, right? And then I'll just like revert, or like I'll mess up and slip back into my old ways. So I feel like this is just Spirit, and that's like normal, you know, we're humans. But this is Spirit trying to see if you're really done letting them keep you stuck, if you're really done letting this environment or situation keep you stuck, because you definitely separated and you've done the work. You've been focusing on your healing and taking this new beginning, but temptation will test you. An announcement. Judgment is the announcement. Strength in reverse. Four of Cups. And Four of Cups speaks to dissatisfaction with life as well. This is just like oddly connected. The Devil as well, and the Tower. Taurus, stay strong. All the work that you've done, you did it for a reason. You freed yourself from those secrets, that liar in your past, the person that had wanted to control you, that you freed yourself, right? You did that work. But this is more so Spirit kind of giving you a heads up or a warning, like be aware of people, places, and things that do not want to see you grow and prosper. Be aware of aspects within yourself that might be, what's that word? Self-sabotaging. Be aware of all of that. Like, you've done too much. You've came way too far, Taurus. You've done too much work. You've grown too much. You've dealt with too much BS. You've also learned those lessons. So when these do come back around, I have no doubt in my mind that you will overcome this, because we have The Tower, right? The Devil in the Tower. This is like just unexpected struggles or toxicity, or just because you've already released that from your life. So I'm seeing this as being a more so of it popping back up or testing you. With the moon and the sun, I feel like you don't see it coming, but the outcome that happens, it's like even though it does test you and you don't see it coming, and it's going to be a surprise, and it is going to tempt you, right? Temptation isn't called temptation for no reason. It's something that you once desired or had a lot of love for. So it's not going to be easy, but with the sun being your outcome, I really do see you prospering over this. I really do see you overcoming this, or just like when it does pop up, it's like you'll start to remember, right? Keeper of secrets is your overall energy. You know, your intuition knows, Taurus. Like once it starts to reveal itself, you will catch on. And I feel like that's why this time period of solitude is necessary for you, so that you can reconnect with yourself, with that intuition, so that when all this funny mess starts happening, you're not just like feeling lost or something like that. The Magician in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot. I told you you're going to prosper. You will be successful, Taurus, in this or at this, whenever this does pop up. But this is really just a warning from Spirit. Overall energy, Keeper of secrets. Spirit is trying to make you aware of this before it happens. It's going to be people from your past that tried to manipulate you, or people that you might have like once, friends. This could be a group of friends. This could be a single person, somebody that's going to try to use past memories or some type of form of control to convince you that you should come back to their grasp or their environment. And you're beyond that, Taurus. You really are. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. It's available to you if you allow yourself, if you take that, right? If you can show Spirit and overcome these temptations and have the strength and resilience that you need, that you have, that you've already went through those lessons, you have it. So now it's just up to your free will, determination, and being in tune with your intuition. I'm gonna get you, I did not mean for this to go so long, but I don't care. You guys are Taurus. I'm a Taurus. I like Taurus. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. I like that. For Taurus, we got cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. That is perfect. You were at rock bottom, and now, fool, you surrender to the alchemy of life. Let's read it. Let's read it. Cracked open. All right. Don't let the weight and destiny of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home, into your body, at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest and we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let your pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's gonna happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. Let your trials, your sorrows, your pains, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrows, and your hurt happen for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. This spoke to like making more space for your soul. I feel like we spoke of that. But also just reconnecting with yourself, right? Becoming a more and more of you and who you are. See, this is why I can't go on live, because I just want to keep pulling cards. And I will. All right, just like one more, maybe like two more. I don't know. Taurus, I hope you guys are having a good night or a morning. I don't know where you're at. For Taurus, all right. Vatarini, Colorado. I was born in Colorado. I really like Colorado. When momentum is building and you don't know how to stop fueling the fire or reverse the damage, Kali brings grace and freedom from negative patterning and stubborn mindsets resistant to change. Taurus. Now is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She will support the work and much growth can come from it. The storm shall be gentled. You shall emerge unharmed. I'm telling you, I said it. This is very spiritual in the middle. Then we also have Dakshina Kali. She appears fierce, and yet she is benign. Her oracle brings the message that a situation which may frighten or intimidate you is well within your capacity to handle. No matter how dramatic or intense a situation may appear to be at this time, it shall eventually be little more than a passing memory and not have any negative bearing upon your future. You see, Spirit's literally telling you that whatever is about to happen or whatever you may be going through, you're going to prosper. I'm telling you, Taurus, you're going to succeed. You've already been there, done that. Spirit just has it. I just feel like sometimes Spirit has to make sure we've been there, done that, you know? So I just feel like that's what's going to happen. It's not even a bad thing. It's just, it's a test, you know? We all go through them, trials, tribulations. It happens. It's not anything negative. It's just, honestly, it's for you to prove to yourself. This isn't for anything other than that. This is for you to prove to you that you're done with something, you know? You've been there, done that, and you're done. On the split, Empress. That's a Taurus I like to see. But Taurus, you're stepping into your power, so keep stepping into your power. Take this new beginning, don't look back, and keep things to yourself, and be aware of people that are keeping things from you. You have a lot to do, and temptation's coming for you. So just keep doing the work, stay focused, stay grounded. Free yourself from any negativity or any negative situations that you've lost the love for, and you will overcome all of the struggles, problems, or issues that you perceive to be struggles, problems, or issues in your life, because you're allowing yourself to be open to the newness, to the newness and the oneness, and you're doing the work, you know? And I know that's why you're going to prosper. Taurus, this was your reading.